Hey guys, about a week ago, a comedian artist that you probably know better as Lil Woody, his real name is Kenneth Copeland, was involved in a horrific accident. He was riding a dirt bike and he actually doesn't even remember exactly how he ended up on the ground, but there are videos that circulate around social media showing him lying there motionless with a bloodied face. He had to be rushed to the hospital. He's actually still recovering from that incident. But just a couple of days ago, he sat down with my producer, Sam Daniel, and I. We talked to him about his recovery, what exactly happened out there. We even talked about the YSL RICO trial against a young thug that he was involved in, that you may recognize him from. We talked about it all. We talked about how he feels about young children possibly being involved in gang violence, and we saw a very different side to him than what we saw when we were streaming the trial. He was very transparent and very vulnerable. You might be surprised. This is the full interview. It's about 20 minutes there, so you can get a gist of exactly how he feels, exactly what he said. This is going to be the raw, uncut interview. Take a listen. A few days ago, almost a week at this point, on Sunday, we heard that you were involved in a crash on Peter Street.
Whitehall.
Whitehall.
Yes.
Okay. What do you remember about that incident?
I was in the hospital bed in the hallway, and I seen the police standing around me. Mm-hmm. And I just asked what happened. They were like I was involved in the accident.
Were you on a bike? Were you in a car?
So when I got to the hospital, while I was in the hospital, my brother showed me a video. But when I got out the hospital, I watched more of the video. I was sitting on the dirt bike. Mm-hmm.
But you don't even remember any of that. No. It's just you wake up, you're in the hospital.
Yeah, that's it. I don't even remember getting on the dirt bike. But when I woke up in the hospital, I started feeling a lot of pain. Mm-hmm. And then that's when I realized I could have been dead, so.
So with you saying that, actually a lot of your fans, because you post a lot on social media, for a little while there you weren't posting, and then they heard about the accident. A lot of them did think that you were dead, but luckily you're not, you're okay, you're breathing.
Right.
Do you want to talk about how your children reacted to the incident?
I don't know how they react. I don't know how they react, but I see how my daughter is. Like, mm-hmm. we both standoffish, but lately she be trying to come closer to me. Mm-hmm. So, but this is so much pain. Yeah.
Emotional or physical or both?
Both, with about the same degree too. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay. Well, let's see. Do you know now that you're okay? What your injuries were? Can you talk us through those?
Yeah, they said I got like a cracked bone, mm-hmm. but I got something sticking on my shoulder and it hurting. A lot of my head had like a lot of soft spots and cuts on it. They gave me stitches. Mm-hmm. My leg right here, it bust open, and it's kind of numb on this side. And my neck right here, my back of my shoulder up here, and my chest, it feel like somebody's standing on it.
Ooh, like constantly? Or when you woke up?
No. Like all the way, even today, where I had just took the medicine that the hospital gave me, so I kind of like, I can feel it, but not as much. Mm-hmm. So.
I saw on your arm there, is that road burn or is that from something else?
Nah, all this came from, I guess when I hit the ground, mm-hmm. This one did it, and right here, I don't know what's wrong with my hand, but like if I point, all this will start hurting real bad. Mm-hmm. But the doctors did an x-ray, they said they didn't see nothing.
Okay. It was nice to see you up walking and, you're talking to me, and it's kind of like a miracle.
It's a blessing. People don't understand. Not everybody get another chance. No. And I keep getting them. I done got so many of them. That's why it be so overwhelming for me, because waking up in the hospital, like, I didn't, you know how you can see something bit happen? I didn't have a clue. I just woke up. So it just scared me for the first time in my life. Mm-hmm. It's just like, dang, but I just felt like, if I went out putting so much good into the universe, I wouldn't pull it through. So you know, I'm just steady praying and thanking God.
Well, okay, let's talk about some of that good. I mean, it came from an ugly place, but that's how a lot of people know you now during the trial. You on that stand and the prosecutor's asking you questions, the way you handled it. A lot of people thought you were funny, and now you're all over social media. Okay, talk to me a little bit through the trial. Now that it's over, how has the reaction been to you? How have you been living with that?
It's love for once. Like everywhere I go, people, they show me so much love, and that alone right there means a lot compared to the mindset that I was in. It feels good to be embraced by my peoples. So, you know, I'm just thankful. I'm thankful everything played out the way that it played out.
What mindset were you in?
Zummy. I had no control. I was just, like somebody was just pushing me in the back, and I was just going. I was afraid. I ain't know who was who. I just knew that, you know, I'm gonna do whatever to protect myself. So going through that process, I didn't trust the state. I didn't trust the defense. I didn't trust nobody. But I just know, you know what I mean, you know, the world watching. So I just hope that people don't just let them just continue to do me any kind of way. But, you know, it be hard because people like, oh, he be playing the victim. I don't play a victim. I truly was mistreated, you know what I mean? And they just did. But I ain't trying to paint nobody else out to be the, you know, villain or a bad person or nothing like that. That's why I take my life more serious now. And, you know, I hold myself accountable. And I make the best decisions for me, even though, you know, besides the dirt bike, but I'm done with that.
Okay, I'm glad that you said that.
Yes.
We did hear before the accident, I do have to bring this up, that you had been charged before for street racing or involved in something like that. So you said you're done?
I'm done.
You're done.
I'm done. Like, I didn't know the street race, I didn't know it was illegal. I just took a picture and, you know, police put a one out saying I was promoting it. But if I knew it was illegal, I would never been there. I try to remove myself from all illegal activities. So a lot of things that we find fun may be illegal that we didn't know because we've been doing it our whole life. So now that I know that street stuff is illegal, I just don't, they'll never see me at them street things no more.
Okay. All right, so let's see. Okay, let's go back broad. We were talking about the trial there. That was a RICO trial, a RICO case that was thrown at them. What is your thoughts now on gang activity? There are a lot of kids who watch you, influenced by you, they think you're funny on social media and whatnot. Do you have any message for the children about gang activity?
Yeah, be your own man, be your own woman. Don't allow yourself to be in a position where you thinking you love when you're not. When you want to be in that gang life, that street life, you know, it's so much envious and jealous come behind it. And then your decisions ain't your decision no more. When people start telling you to do stuff, you can't. You got to do what they say. And then once you realize that people don't care nothing about you, it be too late. So, you know, that gang life ain't it. The street life ain't it. Having your own independent mindset is it, where you can make better decisions because only you want to see yourself succeed in life. People say they want to see you successful, but they really don't. Because if they do that, they'll try to do things to help you be. Say no to gangs and say no to guns. You know, I try every kids I see out there, I try to help them because I was out there and I knew what it takes for somebody to tell me to get their attention. So I tell them what I wanted someone to tell me when I was in their position. And, you know, I try to encourage and motivate them because nowadays kids ain't making it to see 18 years old. And, you know, somebody got to get out here and do something. It don't hurt.
Okay. I feel like that helps kids who are not involved yet, but maybe are tempted. What about somebody who is currently in one and wants to get out? Do you have any unique advice for them?
Yeah, stand up for yourself, walk away. You gotta tell yourself, okay, today I'm done. That's what I did. It's a trick. And they make you think, okay, you gotta, you know what I'm saying, stay in this game. Like nah, man, they want us to believe it's 2 ways out, dead or jail. No, it ain't. Just turn your back, just walk away. You know what I'm saying? Because if you don't do it now, later down the line, it might be too late. It's not easy. I mean, it's not hard walking away from the game. And it's not easy for some, because some don't, put themselves so far in it. But, when you believe and have faith in God, you ain't got to worry about it. No weapon formed against you shall prosper. And when I first heard that, I just be like, yeah, because I used to have so much doubt because I see the violence. But then it's like, no weapon. When the police stop me, I be laughing because I know I ain't committed no crime. They got to let me go. So when they let me go, I see the look on their face, but I also see the respect. You feel what I'm saying? Because the police don't want me out here committing crime. You feel what I'm saying? And it feel good to finally be let go. It do. It feel amazing. And, the love is overwhelming. Waking up in that hospital, I felt every prayer. I felt every person that, had sympathy for me. I felt it. For the first time in my lifetime, after my mama died, I actually felt whole again. Like I actually felt seen. That's a problem with a lot of kids. They feeling like they're not seen. So they are doing things for attention. I once was one. So, hopefully, this message get other people that been through things in life to stop, and come out and, let's try to save the kids. We got to start having prayer meetings or something, where people can just get together and pray. And then we'll beat the violence. Positivity always beat negative.
It's so interesting. Obviously, I don't know you personally, but from seeing, how you portray yourself on social media and whatnot, you're always laughing, having fun. This is a different side of you that we're seeing.
Yeah, God works like that. God works like that, and I understand because I paid attention. Once you start paying attention to life from a perspective where God working with you in, then you'll start to understand your purpose on life, on earth. So I understand my purpose. This is stop people from going down that path that I went down. So I'm 2 feet in when it comes to these kids. And I'm done with all the, illegal car takeovers or whatever they call them. Yeah.
Thank you. Producer, are there any other questions you think I need to?
So the only thing that has stood out in my mind that I have thought about even before I knew I was doing this interview with you, right? You were horribly injured on Sunday. And what I see is a lot of people standing around you, taking videos, and not a lot of people coming to help you. How did that make you feel?
When I looked at it and I seen everybody with their phones out, I was just like, wow, you feel what I'm saying? That's what today came to. And nobody called for help. I could be taking my last breath. One phone call could save my life. And I could be one of y'all family members to everybody who was holding the phone. Well, yeah, I seen the look in the police eyes. They had more sympathy for me than whoever had their phones in their hand. You feel me? And I just pray people start putting them phones down and pick them up to call help. Stop trying to record everything. You know what I mean? Because you can save somebody's life. That's why, you know what I mean? We gotta start lifting each other up, man. I appreciate everybody who picked me up and put me in the car and drove me to the hospital. They didn't have to do that. That's more touching to me than anything. Because I had to face negativity, every day. And in my mind, I'm gonna have to face it every day for the rest of my life. So to actually see positivity coming back on me, it made me feel like I'm doing a great thing.
Did you know the people who took you to the hospital?
I didn't know who took me to the hospital until I woke up, and then they told me. But I know of them. I didn't know him personally. I know of him. Seen him around. But I know him now. I talked to him. He talked to me. He had an injury. He been injured on the bike before. Cause that's where he sent me videos showing me his injuries, and he said he broke his jaw and all type of things. So I'm like, yeah. Actually got some people that got helmets, and they gonna send me a lot of helmets for me to sign. And you know, people out that need helmets, it's for them. So good thing came out of it, other than me, you know what I mean, pulling through. A lot of good thing, positivity come out of the situation. And I know not to put myself back in that predicament no more.
The only thing else I was going to ask is, after the past year and a half or so of all the, I don't even want to say all negative, it's been a mix of positive and negative attention on you. What do you want people thinking about you when they hear Lil Woody in their head?
I want them to think that if God can do it with me, he can do it with them. If God can, you know, deliver me from my past, he can do that to anyone. You know what I mean? My faith wasn't as strong as it was today. It took time, it took, you know, situations, but it's there. So when anybody else feel like, you know, they at a point where God won't forgive them or God won't be there with them, he be there with me. So think of the worst situation possible. You feel what I'm saying? Motorcycle wreck, no helmet, and God pulled me through. I felt like if I didn't take the path, as in putting positivity out, praying and all this stuff right here, I think I would never woke up. You know what I mean? I woke up, I'm grateful, but I don't see people in this situation not wake up. Well, not this situation, but you know, different situations. I'm just grateful, and I was able to walk away. Not then, but I'm walking now. Just still got pain problems, but God is good.
Now, my last question for you. I taught middle school for 2.5 years. So this is the first time I actually heard about you was when my students listened to some Lil Woody music. Do you have any more music coming out? Do you have any plans to have any music coming out?
Nah, I don't want. Me personally, I don't want to put music out because they don't change the hip hop culture, where they make you want to have to be a certain type of person to do music. So once they get the music scene back on where it need to be, I rather support those, you know what I mean, and let the kids know that you ain't got to be a violent person to be a rapper, you know, a drug dealer to be a rapper, anything. You could be a educated graduate to be a rapper. You know, you can be whatever you want to be. You ain't got to uphold that image. So, me personally, I won't be doing music. I like it, you feel what I'm saying, but no.
So what do you think is next for you?
Whatever God got in storage for me, I just let the wind blow me and trust that it's the Spirit of the Lord that's leading. So, you know I'm working on a movie about my life. I got a book out called Books Up, Guns Down. I got a few other things I'm working on. I'm planning on doing a documentary and, you know, get my story out there because, you know, time wait on nobody. And I want generations after generations to understand that you don't have to be forced to make decisions. You don't have to be, even if you did make the wrong decision, you don't have to feel like this should keep you from moving forward with your life. If you fall, you got to get back up. And it is possible. No matter how hard you fall, as long as you still got breath in your body, you can get back up. Don't let nobody discourage you or stop you. Yes.
And here is my last question for you. It's my understanding, and tell me if I'm wrong, we are the only local news station that you've talked to?
Yes.
Why did you want to talk to us? Or why were you open to talking to us?
Because I see how the people react to me in the streets. And I feel like, you know, this part of the spirit. I'm going places where the wind blow me, didn't I tell you that? And you know, it's people that watch our station. They may need to hear what I had to say. And the message is always God when it comes from me. So I'm gonna take God everywhere I go. And hopefully whoever watching this on y'all news station, the message get through to them. No matter how hard life get, go to God. Ask for forgiveness, repent, and believe right then and there that you are forgiven. God has forgave you. God forgave you before you even went to it, because God already knows you're gonna come. So when God knows you're gonna come, and when you come, you forgave Him before you even utter the words out of your mouth. I understand that. I can name right now to you how many accidents I done been in, and all of that. I done get right back up and dust myself off. Might be bleeding, but this the first time I actually just know that the Lord covered me and said, "You doing the right thing. I got your whole path laid out before you. Just walk it. Just keep doing what you're doing." So that's what I'm on.